But the pressure, guys, the pressure was immense, y'all. Like when people think you're perfect, then you feel the need to be perfect. What is up, everybody? Welcome to Growing with Me, where real is our norm and growth is our goal. My name is Morangi Faith, and I will be your host for this channel. And with this being my first official video, I'm just going to tell you guys a little bit more about myself and a little bit about the channel, about the title and the slogan thereof, and just what you guys can expect from this. So yeah, let's get this started, shall we? Okay, so let's start with the title of the channel. Right now, the significance behind the title. So the channel title is Growing, and it's a hyphenated word for a reason. So I placed the hyphen there to place emphasis on the suffix of the word, ing, just to remind myself that, growing is a very continuous process. Growth is a very continuous process. So I never want to arrive at a point where I'm like, oh, I've grown now and I want to stop, like I'm fine. But I rather just want to be growing and evolving and becoming for the rest of my life. So that's the significance behind the hyphenated word for myself. And also, I was watching this other sermon the other day, and this pastor was saying that how far you go and how much you grow not only depends on what you believe about God, but it is equally impacted by what you believe about yourself. And, as a person who grew up, with feelings of inadequacy, I'm sure a lot of us did. But as a person who grew up feeling not enough, that resonated so deeply within me, because I'm like, God says I'm all these things. God says I'm chosen. God says I'm loved. God says I'm set apart. God says I'm fearfully and wonderfully made. God says I'm above and not beneath. The head and not the tail. Like, God tells us exactly what we are and whose we are and all that we're capable of. But I could never live in that truth because I didn't believe it. But, growing out of who I thought I was and growing into who God says I am and growing into who God knows I am. He who created me knows me better than I know myself. So that is the reason behind me growing, because, even Proverbs tells us that as a man thinketh in his heart, so is he. It doesn't say as God thinketh of man, so is he. So your opinion of yourself is one of the most important opinions that you can have. So that's something that I will be, diving deeper into in this channel. And yeah, just inspiring whoever I can with my journey. And if you can't relate, big ups to you, but if you can, I hope you can take something from my journey and my struggles and what I've had to overcome and unlearn and relearn, so yeah, that is the reason behind the title that I chose for this channel. Alright, so now let's jump into the slogan of my channel. Guys, I love this so much. God did a number here. Like, I'm usually not this creative. But anywho, the slogan of my channel goes, where real is our norm and growth is our goal. So I've basically covered the growth part with the title name or the channel title, the growing. But, the reason behind the real being the norm is because I had a conversation with a friend the other day. And he was like, Morangi, I feel like sometimes I don't know the real you. And I feel like other people also don't know the real you. And I was like, well, why do you think that? That's very random and very strange of you to say. But his reasoning was basically that, I'm always happy. Always oh so perfect. And I always have things under control. And all my eggs are like in a prim and proper basket. And I'm like, yo, that's such lies. I never said that. But apparently I appear to be that. And I was like, okay, I can't change how I appear to be. If I look put together, then I look put together. I can't change that. But the reason I was so taken aback by what he said was because that's the exact same narrative that people had of me in high school. And, justifiably so in high school. I was an overachiever for days, y'all. I had sport, academics, culture. Like, I was that girl and a half. And so many people thought, you're so gifted. Like, when I grew up, I was like, no, you do not want to be me, because in as much as, all of that was good, like, high school was good, but the pressure, guys, the pressure was immense, y'all. Like, when people think you're perfect, then you feel the need to be perfect, and you feel like there's no room for errors, there's no room for flaws, And because you can't make errors, there's not really much room for growth, because that's how you grow, by making mistakes. And so I didn't have that. So I was just like, I always felt constipated. I always felt like I had to achieve and I had to be so perfect. And I felt like I had to please everybody. And, that was it was a ew way to live. Okay, I'm gonna put her somewhere in this video so y'all can see exactly what she was going through, or what she came to realize at the end of her high school career.
It fills you with this void that, okay, you're doing everything that everyone wants, but are you happy? Because I did all these things, but I still felt, okay, what's it worth? I still feel like there's nothing. I mean, yeah, I'm pleasing people, but what's it to me, right? So I was able to switch from, okay, let me do this, let me get straight A's for other people, for my mom and dad, for the principal, for the teachers, and let me be a good friend so that my friends are always happy and I'm there when they need me. Just keep everyone happy by sacrificing myself. So I was able to break from that to do everything in the best way that you can, because God has blessed you with the ability. He has given you this potential for a reason.
But it just was not the way to live. And I don't want that to be put on me again, because that's something that I've grown out of and am continually growing out of. So when my friend said that, I was like, well, I need to change that narrative. Because people need to know that, listen, I don't have all my eggs in a basket. I struggle a lot. And yeah, I just want people to know that it's okay. Like, I will share a lot of my struggles in this channel, a lot of the mental barriers I've had to overcome. So stay tuned. Stay tuned. But yeah, we'll unpack more of that in this channel as well. And I will keep my fitness. Oh, yes. I don't know if I mentioned this, guys. Fitness is so important to me. But, my fitness journey is also something that I will leave unfiltered, raw. My fails. You're going to see it all. Because there's enough perfection in this world, guys. Like, I can't be just another YouTuber that has everything going for it. Like, I need to show you guys it's okay to fail. It's okay to be not so perfect. It's okay to go through things and grow from them, because if you're not going through them, you're not going to grow. So if you just run away from challenges, you're not going to grow. But yeah, that is the reason behind the slogan, and this is why I love it so much, because alright, so now that that's over and done with, just to cover a little bit more about what you guys can expect from this channel. And guys, if I'm being really honest, I might say something right now, and it might not be the case in the next 6-7 months. And you might be a potential viewer in 2025, and you're watching a 2022 video. And the content I'm creating then is not the great content I said I was going to be creating now. Then that's okay, because then I would have grown, and I'm growing, and I'm evolving, and I'm okay with that. And I hope you guys will be too. So I'll definitely still grow into my specific niche. I'll also put out like an Instagram thingy-mabobby, like that sticker thing, where you guys can tell me what you wish to see of me. But for the time being, what you can expect is a lot of my fitness journey. So a lot of the raw, unfiltered emotions and vlogs, and just me going through it, as I become the version of myself that I hope to become. Not just in terms of physique, but in terms of my discipline, my consistency, and my endurance. So you'll see a lot of that, and also a lot of sit-down videos talking with me like this, just telling you guys about things I've had to overcome, some, things I'm unlearning and things I am learning, and just about my spiritual walk with Christ and how that came to be. And that's gonna be a massa. But yeah, that's a little bit about what you guys can expect. And sometimes there might be a guest and we might unpack a certain topic, and that's also something I'm looking forward to. But yes, if you guys watch up to this point, thank you so much. You're a real one. And yeah, that is it for my first video.